Hello everyone. It's been a little bit of excuse me. It's been a little bit of a while since my last video. I recently graduated from school after 20 years. So I've been looking for a job and haven't been spending much money because I don't have any income right now. And I did cave in one day and did buy a bunch of stuff, and I'll show that in another video, but I'm just going to continue my best of each year series. So I did 2010, I did 2009. So this is my favorite albums and EPs and compilations of 2008. So the first one here, this is a live album from Pavement. It's live in Europe 1997. It was released in 2008 as a promotional copy actually. It came free when I bought this CD, deluxe edition of Bright in the Corners, which was released in 1997. So this was given out for free in 2008 with that deluxe edition. And it's really, really good. It's pretty hard to find if you are trying to buy it. I think they go for almost $50, so it's going to be a hard one to get if you don't have it, but it's a really good one. Then of course we have the annual Compact Total compilation. This one's Total 9. As always, just quality techno. A standout for me would be Justus Köhncke. No Thanks for the Ad. That one's a really fantastic single. Also, DJ Cozy is really good with Zuzu. So I'm always impressed with those compilations. And then this is Gas. I've shown this before. This is one of my all-time favorites. Not Unfern. A compilation of 4 edited tracks from his late 90s, four albums, and so each of these tracks is like 10 to 15 minutes long. It's 4 sides, and that's just a fantastic compilation from him. I'm happy to have it because it's incredible. And then another one of my favorite electronic artists here. This is Pull. This is a single called Alles Gute and Alles Klar on the B-side. Unfortunately, this was his last release, and the label that he had, Scape, actually just closed down, unfortunately, so I don't know if he'll have any more, but Alles Gute is his last release, and it's really good. Then for the EPs here, I've got about 6 EPs to show that I thought were really good. First up is Portishead with Ringer. 4 tracks here: Ringer, Ribbons, Swimmer, and Wing Body Wing. This release was a lot more minimal than most of his work. More like straightforward techno, and I actually like it more than most of his work. Then Tom York with the Eraser remixes. This one has a Burial remix and a Moda selector. So he brought in some really good remixers for this series of 3 EPs here. And you can see that shiny gold metallic cover. It's really nice. So this one has Fortet on it, and Christian Vogel, and here's the third one with Surgeon and the Bug on it. So also the Field on this one. A fantastic group of producers. Then of course Echo Space. This is Intrusion Reflection. I've shown this. If you want to know more about Echo Space, check out the video I did on them. Fantastic group of electronic producers. And then this is Animal Collective's Water Curses. has the songs Street Flash, Cobweb, Seal Ein. Again, a really nice cover here from them. And I think Street Flash is the song I would pick as my favorite on that one. So here are the albums now. All of those are EPs, compilations, singles. Here's the first album on my list. Lookout Mountain, Lookout Sea from Silver Jews. Just a pretty normal indie rock band. The lead singer of Pavement, Stephen Malcolmus, used to play with them, and he was on one of their albums called American Water, I believe it was called. And you know, he's not on this one, but they've kept their sound really good, almost Americana indie rock. I really like it. And this is REM with Accelerate. This album really showed that they were still in the music business to make good music, I suppose. You know, in the earlier part of the decade, I wasn't so much into their albums, but it seems like their last two albums, they've really gone back to their older sound that I prefer. So it's a good return to form for them. And then this is TV on the Radio, Dear Science. So this one, TV on the Radio, is a band I just love, but this is probably my least favorite album from them, but it's still great. It's I think they have a bit of a cleaner sound on this one than they used to. It's not quite as raw. It doesn't have the same kind of energy, but it's still really, really good. And I know actually a lot of people prefer this Dear Science to their older stuff. So then this is Clark, which is kind of an IDM electronic artist along the lines of Square Pusher, Aphex Twin. Also released on Warp Records. Definitely one of the better IDM artists of the last 5-10 years or so. So Clark, Turning Dragon. And then this is Lindstrøm with Where You Go, I Go Too. So this album basically has one, I think it's 20 to 25 minute long song. It's like an epic new disco kind of song. And then it has a couple other smaller tracks called Grand Ideas and Long Way Home. I just remember listening to this on my iPod while walking around outside. And just with every step there was like a groove that matched up with my steps, and it was just a fantastic thing to listen to while out and about. So this is Beach House's Devotion, their second album. It's really similar to their first. They just create this really great atmosphere. It's really moody music that you could just sink into and let it kind of wash over you with the melodies and rhythms and yeah. Then we have Erykah Badu here with New Amerykah Part 1, Fourth World War. Fourth World War. I guess she's skipping the Third World War. But yeah, this one has some standout tracks. Soldier, Master Teacher, just new kind of, this is the kind of hip-hop music that I really, really love. She really knows how to put some soul into her music and kind of infuses hip-hop into it. And the result is just fantastic, I think. Then this is Atlas Sound with Let the Blind Lead Those Who Can See But Cannot Feel. Atlas Sound is the solo project of Bradford Cox, who is the singer of Deerhunter. And this album is just kind of almost an ambient album with the guitars. Think of, I know a lot of you like the Deruti column, or at least Jet Record Man 1958. I think this guy was definitely influenced maybe by the Deruti column. He uses the guitar in a almost similar way, I think, and the result is really good. It's really ambient, like I said, atmospheric, and just something you could kind of lie back to and just, yeah, enjoy. So then this is Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds. Dig, Lazarus, Dig. This was actually my introduction to Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds. And I really fell in love with this album. I had to go check out their older stuff, and they've become one of my favorite bands after hearing this one. It's really dark. I'm sure you probably, most of you know Nick Cave by now, but really dark, atmospheric, kind of moody, post-punkish almost, rock and roll. So then this one is Autechre, Quaristice. Autechre kind of changed their sound once again with this one. In the 90s, their sound was kind of more ambient and less complex, but then in the last decade, they really started making their music more complex, and with this one, they kind of changed it once again, and their sound is a bit more improvised, I would say. And this one has a special connection. I have a special connection to this album that I won't get into, but I'll just say that I had a really fantastic experience listening to this album one time. And the sound effects, aesthetically it's fantastic. And they use a bunch of sound effects that are really incredible on the album. So then, this is my #1 favorite album of the year. Portishead with 3, or 3rd, I think, yeah, 3rd it's called. After a decade of releasing just about nothing, Portishead comes with their 3rd album, and it's just fantastic. I mean, clearly they're not a band to release albums just to release albums. And when this came out, I was shocked. I personally think it could be their best album. I mean, I think it's my personal favorite. And this is a box set it came in. Came with the single Machine Gun as well, which actually, I believe is etched. Yep. So this album is fantastic. It's very much, I think they incorporated more electronics on this album, and let's see, it came with this little print as well, which I'll show. Lots of almost krautrock sounds as well. Even one folky song with Deep Water, and it's just a incredible, emotional, dark album that's just, it's got a really great aesthetic, and it's just has a really full sound. So favorite album of the year, Portishead. So thanks for watching. I should have 1 or 2 more videos coming up because it's been a while and I've got some stuff to show, and so I'll see you again soon.